On August 21st, 2025, the world said farewell to another remarkable group of visionaries and builders, people whose ideas, faith, creativity, and courage-shaped industries inspire hearts and guided generations. From the boardrooms of business to the quiet stables of the English countryside, from the pulpit to the printed page, from innovation to imagination, these were individuals whose lives spoke of purpose and perseverance. Today, we honor their stories, the founders and dreamers, the athletes and academics, the thinkers and leaders, who each left the world a little richer, a little wiser, and a little kinder before the world's coffee cups bore the green siren. There was Gordon Bowker, a man with a dream and a taste for connection. In 1971, alongside Jerry Baldwin and Zev Siegel, he co-founded Starbucks, a small Seattle store that would grow into a global phenomenon. What began as a single roastery soon became a gathering place for millions, a symbol of warmth, creativity, and community. Bowker's vision wasn't just about coffee. It was about culture, the idea that sharing a cup could bridge continents and conversations. His influence extends far beyond the business world. It lives in every quiet moment between friends, in every story begun over a steaming mug. Gordon Bowker brewed more than coffee. He brewed connection, one cup at a time. For nearly half a century, Dr. James Dobson was one of the most influential voices in American faith and family life. As founder of Focus on the Family, his radio broadcasts, books, and public advocacy shaped generations of Christian thought. Through works like Marriage Under Fire and Bringing Up Boys, he sought to strengthen families through spiritual guidance and traditional values. Whether one agreed with his teachings or not, his impact was undeniable. Millions turned to him for counsel, for hope, for direction. Beyond the pulpit and the page, Dobson was a man of conviction. His legacy continues in the lives of those who found meaning, faith, and purpose through his words. A shepherd to many, his voice now rests, but the echo of his message endures. On the gridiron, Karl Henke was known for his strength, discipline, and determination. As a defensive lineman for the New York Jets and Boston Patriots, he embodied the grit and toughness that defined American football in its golden years. But beyond the stadium lights, Henke was a teammate's teammate, dependable, humble, and grounded. He played not for fame, but for the love of the game and the camaraderie it created. In a sport built on power and endurance, Karl Henke stood as a symbol of both. His legacy lives in every player who learns that success isn't just about winning, it's about heart, a quiet force in the literary world. Starling Lawrence shaped modern American fiction, not only with his own pen, but with his editor's eye. As the longtime editor-in-chief at W. Norton & Company, he nurtured some of the most celebrated voices in literature. He understood that great writing comes not from perfection, but from honesty, from the courage to say something true. Lawrence was also a novelist and short story writer in his own right, crafting works filled with wit, compassion, and moral depth. Colleagues remember him as a rare kind of editor, one who didn't just refine stories, but revealed them through every manuscript he touched. He left fingerprints of wisdom and grace. The shelves of American literature are richer for his life and work. In the vast and growing world of data, Liddy saw meaning. As a pioneering information scientist and academic leader, she helped shape the future of how humans interact with technology. As Dean of the School of Information Studies at Syracuse University, Liddy was a visionary who blended artificial intelligence, linguistics, and information systems long before the world caught up. Her research into natural language processing and search technology influenced both academia and industry, changing the way we find, use, and understand knowledge itself. But beyond her achievements, Liddy was a mentor and trailblazer for women in technology. Proof that brilliance paired with kindness can open doors for generations to come. Her legacy continues in every algorithm that helps people connect, discover, and learn. Grace, discipline, and a lifelong love for horses define the career of Jane Kidd, one of England's most respected equestrians. Her success in the riding arena reflected decades of dedication and partnership, a dance between human and animal built on trust and precision. Kidd not only competed at elite levels, but also inspired young riders to find harmony in the saddle and humility in victory. Her name stands among Britain's finest in equestrian history, a legacy of elegance, perseverance, and quiet strength. As one of Britain's most influential media figures, Stuart Preble helped shape the way millions experienced television, from his early days at ITV and as CEO of Granada to producing acclaimed documentaries and political programs. His fingerprints are all over British broadcasting. He had a rare ability to combine creativity with journalistic integrity, balancing entertainment and enlightenment with equal care. Even after his diagnosis of pancreatic cancer, Preble continued to write, produce, and inspire those around him. Colleagues remember him for his wit, warmth, and generosity, a leader who saw television not just as business, but as storytelling. Through every broadcast, every idea, every story told, his voice endures, a quiet signal still transmitting across the airwaves. Born in India, Shraj Paul journeyed to Britain and built an extraordinary life defined by enterprise, resilience, and generosity. As founder of the Capro Group, he became one of the UK's most respected industrialists, helping shape the country's steel and manufacturing industries. Appointed to the House of Lords in 1996, he was a voice for diversity, education, and international cooperation. Beyond business, his philanthropy transformed institutions, from schools and universities to hospitals and cultural foundations. He never forgot his roots, working tirelessly to bridge the worlds of Britain and India through mutual respect and opportunity. Lord Paul once said, "Success is not about what you accumulate, but what you contribute." And contribute he did immeasurably. His life stands as a beacon of global citizenship and compassion. Today, we remember Gordon Bowker, James Dobson, Karl Henke, Starling Lawrence, Liz Liddy, Jane Kidd, Stuart Preble, and Lord Shraj Paul. They were visionaries and doers, thinkers and believers, each leaving behind a mark that cannot be erased. Their stories remind us that greatness takes many forms. A business built on community, a sermon that heals, a story that shapes hearts, a life that bridges nations. As we close this chapter of remembrance, may their legacies remind us to live with purpose, to create with passion, and to lead with love. Dove, may they rest in peace, their spirits forever part of the world they helped build.